So they're valued at 12 mil. They're looking for 600k. They raised over $1 million. Raised over $1 million, which is cool. They had 580 investors. Share price of about £4.56. They're on a mission to make manufacturing local, simple, and accessible to all, which is interesting. I'm not going to play the video just yet. I'll let you do that if you want, but I wanted to go through this investment deck. So let's click on that. Largest investment was 540, so that's kind of interesting. So I immediately like this deck. I think it looks quite professional. They've got one of their products on the deck, which is cool. Seconds, what's going on here? There we go. So they want to make it manufacturing local, simple, accessible to all, meaning you can just like do your own manufacturing. They've got 2 million annual sales, which is good. That's clear. 12,000 users. That's clear. 4 million in revenue. That's clear. Profitable by 2023, which is next year at the time of filming. Anyone can set up an online shop. That's a clear message with no upfront investment risk, or probably limited. There is always risk, but making products to sell, that's hard. Months of lead time, thousands to set up production, high minimum order quantities. That's the problem. Our ecosystem, machines, materials, and software help to create start production lines from their tabletops. Kind of simply, machines, material, templates, and software. Vertically integrated. I like that. Use our software to create or customize a design. 2, have your template delivered or print your own. Use one of our machines to make dozens of molds in minutes. Fill your molds with your chosen material. This is all very clear. Voila, your batch of products is ready to sell. I really like this. And here's a product demo. I'm going to play this. Let's see what happens. Is it going to go in this window? And I'm going to get redirected to a minute video. This is an ad for what looks like some other kind of 3D printer, which is interesting. But we'll look at that another time. That's some seed product thing. I don't know.
Introducing the Makyu multiplier, bringing pressure forming to the desktop for the first time. Industrial power
Get a bit
gives
bigger.
you the freedom to make your ideas real. From your studio, your kitchen, or your office, the production line starts with you. Select your material. Replicate your design. With 4 atmospheres of pressure to pick up every detail of your creation. No lead times. No minimum order quantities. Just your ideas on your schedule. Raise the bar with incredible intricacy and bring your exact vision to life. Create precision parts. Test ideas. Learn fast. With injection mold quality. No finishing required. Draw from a world of new materials. Be flexible. Get to your perfect design. Then accelerate your in-house production line.
So you can see it's targeting small creators, it looks like.
Make more.
This is interesting that it's chocolate as well. You
Faster
can do it with food.
and perfect every time.
I think that's really interesting. Different use case. Electronics.
Your creation come alive.
That's
Grow
very
your
interesting.
range, piece by piece. And when you're ready for market, launch quickly. Create limited runs. Iterate.
You're changing
When
products.
the orders roll in, scale up. Move fast. Take control. Put the power of making in your hands. With the Makyu multiplier.
Yeah, it's very good. I like that. Let's go back to debt. Oh, can we go back to the debt? 1 second. Can. This is a shot from the deck for the video, sorry. Where were we? We're at that. So, yeah. De-risk product creation by enabling production to scale, launch new products in a day, pounds not thousands, no minimum order quantities. This is targeting creators that would normally have to create products in China or in a factory. They have to spend a lot of money on the mold, and they don't with this. They can iterate. They can create new products quite cheaply in their own workshop or in their own living room, that kind of thing. A few different examples: industrial designers, furniture, chocolate, PPE, dental labs, electronics, surgical labs, soap makers, etc. So it's quite diverse. Some big brands here as well, Nike, NASA. They've forecasted their total addressable market to be 70 billion. Total service addressable market 18 billion, 1.8 million people. Some serviceable something market, obtainable market maybe. 45,000 customers is what they're targeting. 4.3 million Etsy seller growth, so that's big. Cutting machine market cap 5 billion, craft contribution 3.4 billion to the UK economy. It's a growing revenue model. 12,000 creators are using Makyu at the moment. So this is good. They're showing you their revenue growth from 2018, 2019. That went up, around 50%, and then it's doubled from 2019 to 2020. Roughly doubled, like 80%, something like that, and then it's gone up quite a bit, not as much from 2020 to 2021, but the user growth is steadily going up, which is good. There's a custom story which I'm not going to play. Don't want this video to be too long, but maybe this is something. It might have been in the video. For us, it's amazing because we don't have to spend tens of thousands of pounds worth of tooling. We just have basically instant results. Tooling is when you have to pay a manufacturer to create a specific model for you to kind of, it's to, like, put it into a machine to kind of make the stamp, if you like, of your product or service. So basically, you can do it from this amazing unit. So this Makyu, there's different. They've analyzed it against 3D print, other 3D printing, outsourcing, or hand making it, and they're basically saying, you can rapidly prototype this high production volume, low volume production as well, low cost per unit. You can do it almost instantly, and anybody can do it. And that's like, I really like this chart. Shows you that compared to any of the other options, it's the best. Outsourcing takes time. You can't always get low volume, and it just takes ages. And you also have to learn quite a lot. If you're trying to import from China, there's a big learning curve. If you want to hand make it, it takes time. You maybe can't do high volume, etc. So they're vertically integrated. They've got software, they've got templates, materials they buy from them. You can buy Makyu will not only sell the machines, they'll sell the materials as well as the software, which I think is a virtuous cycle. As you can see here, the bigger we get, the easier it is for us to continue growing. Because as you get more users, you get more designs, broader value proposition, more sales, more kind of material use, I would guess, as well. So yeah, this is what they're saying here. More material sales, broader usage, more designs, more machine usage. They sell more materials. And it's I think that's fascinating. It's like a virtuous cycle of continued growth. So I can really see revenue just kind of exploding as they get more users, as those users grow, their revenue base. I'm not quite sure how they link like more users to more designs, more machine sales equals more users. I'm not sure about that. Because I don't know, maybe what do more users tell other users? They haven't explained that bit. I get that, like when you sell more machines and there's more designs, then you're gonna the customers are gonna order more materials. I get that, and as they get better and better, they're gonna buy more machines or better machines. That makes sense, but I'm not quite sure how you get more users out of that. Anyway, our growth engine accelerates as we scale our user base. That makes sense, right? But how they get more users, they haven't explained. You saw earlier how their growth was explosive the last couple of years, but in the last year, the user growth has slowed a little bit, so that isn't explained so much. Still, I think it's fascinating what they're doing. So they got what they're saying here, that a few of them worked at Mint Digital, and Saatchi & Visa, Mackenzie's. They got good people. I mean, to be honest, they got a Dyson person and Jaguar. They got some other backers from Virgin and someone in 3D printing. I'm going to stop sharing the screen now and talk through my take on it. I think it's got a lot of pluses. It's unique, or somewhat unique. You can use it across different verticals. So you can imagine a lot of different industry people being interested in this. Restaurants, chefs, dentists, or dentists and surgical and medical device companies. It's quite, maybe even military, or there could be loads of different companies. Maybe even eco and underwater. There could be lots of different applications for this type of business. Let's see if I can get more light on me, actually. Maybe that's a bit better. So I think it's multi-vertical, which is interesting. I think I read on the website or somewhere, I can't remember where. 1 second, I need to sneeze. Excuse me. I read on their website somewhere that it's so much cheaper for a user to use Makyu machinery than to go abroad and outsource, or a factory locally, that it's kind of like a no-brainer. So I think they need to get that message out there. They haven't detailed their marketing plan, which I think is a bit of a negative, but I think the product probably sells itself. It's so innovative, it's so interesting, and I can see that the creator model is growing, that more and more people are going to want to sell things. And even with the metaverse and those other trends with Web 3.0, people are still going to want physical products. So I think that's why I think this is really strong. They're already generating revenue. I think that's very good. And they're vertically integrated. I don't think a lot of 3D printers will be selling materials. I don't think a lot of 3D printers would necessarily have really good software. And of course, they've got a really good product, and they've got big brands on board as well. So I think there's a lot of scope there. What do I think about the company? Would I invest in it? Yes, I would. I did invest some money in Makyu. I wanted to invest more, but I'm trying to cut back a little bit because I've invested in over 50 startups just in the last 2 years. So I didn't put in as much necessarily as I could have, but I did put in a 4-figure sterling amount, pounds, which a small 4-figure amount, which kind of I feel comfortable with. They're valued at 12 million. and they raised $1 million, which is a great number for them. I imagine that will help them scale. Even just spending a couple of $100,000 on marketing, I imagine would generate tons of new users. So I think it's exciting. I expect them to do well. I'd be really surprised if they didn't do well. They've got such an amazing product; it probably sells itself. They just need to ramp up that user growth, which I think they'll do through marketing and advertising, partnerships maybe. And I wouldn't be surprised if they went for another raise in a year or two, and the market value's doubled, and they raise even more than $1 million. Maybe they raise $2 million in a year or two. That's only going to help them to grow even faster. So I think there's a lot of meat on this pitch deck. I think I don't like to use the word meat, but there's a lot of kind of substance to this pitch deck. They've really thought it through. They've got a lot of the numbers of how they've done. They've got some case studies. They've got some videos, and I just believe it. I think for me, the believability of this company is quite real. The product looks amazing. It looks realistic. You can see what it's doing. It's a lot of sometimes when startups are pitching for investment, it's a lot of words, and they might get influencers or celebrities to kind of pump it or to kind of like help promote it, but still the product or service is weak. I don't think this is the case for this company. I expect this company to do very well. I'm really interested in it. I think it's good. I don't know as much about it as some other sectors that I invest in, fintech or ad tech, but I think it's got a really good appeal. My sister's quite creative. I could imagine, if she ever wanted to create something, I wouldn't be surprised if she bought something like this. Also, I helped some friends raise some capital, I don't know, about 10 years ago. And, they went through this process of trying to find a company to produce their products, and they had to spend thousands on tooling. So I kind of get it. And that was another reason why I thought this would do well. Guys, if you've got any questions, queries, or comments on this particular company or this particular raise, let me know. If you've got any questions or queries on anything else, investing in startups, digital angel investing, or any more other topics that I cover on this channel, property investment, investing in equities, how an individual can help beat inflation. Indeed, I did a video about how most people, certainly in the UK and around the world, can make an additional £10,000 pounds, dollars, euros a year by following some simple things to think through. Check out that video as well if you can. If you like this video and you see value, feel free to share it with anybody that you think could be helped by it. And of course, I love making these videos. I enjoy them. If you enjoy it, then make sure to smash the like button and consider subscribing yourself. Remember that knowledge is power, especially the right kind of knowledge, and progress is everything. I'll see you guys in another upcoming video. Take care.